What's going on, guys? My name is Ben and welcome back to another video. This is actually a very exciting video for me to film, as it is the first drive in the rebuilt Fiesta ST. This has been a long time coming and I can't believe it's got to this stage. It is truly amazing. The car has of course been off to Citroen for the past week where it got a new clutch. It had the brakes bled, wheel alignment and its MOT, so now it is fully road legal and I can finally drive it, which is just crazy to think. Visually it is pretty much all done. There are just some slight cosmetic bits that need to be done, such as like little bits of touch up on the bodywork and the wheels, which I'll probably leave at a later stage because although they do look awful and they are in need of a refurb, they don't affect the performance of the car in any way, so I'll leave it there. Once the paint is all done on the car, I will then take it over to my friend Will, who will give the car a full detail and have it looking better than it did the day it left the factory. So that I cannot wait for. But today is the much anticipated first drive of the ST, and for the first time I am taking it to Caffeine and Machine. If you don't know what Caffeine and Machine is, it is essentially a pub in the countryside surrounded by some great driving roads, and it's an enthusiast's haven. So it doesn't matter what you drive, you turn up, and the variety of cars there and the people you get to meet is truly amazing. They do some great food and they do some beer. So without further ado, let's jump into the ST and head on over to Caffeine and Machine. Right then, so we are out driving the ST for the very first time, and first impressions, the ride is very firm, so apologies if the camera is a bit shaky. But yeah, this is quite a big moment. A little insight as to kind of why I bought this car. Around 7 years ago, I was about 18 I suppose at the time. I did go into a Ford dealership and spec up one of these cars. It was white with a red interior. So, you know, this is obviously quite a big moment for me. I've wanted this car for pretty much about 7 years. So the fact now I've bought one, we've managed to rebuild it, and we are driving it out on the open road is actually a great feeling and is a great achievement, of course. And yeah, it's a fantastic car. It's actually a lot quicker than I was expecting. I'm not sure, it might be quicker than the Mini, I'm not quite sure. Maybe I'll have to do a video, maybe a little drag race between the two. So if you want to see that, then do let me know in the comments below. But yeah, I think it might just have the edge on the Mini. This guy. And going around corners, it handles like it's on tracks. Ooh, bumpy. Handles like it's on tracks. It grips and grips and grips and grips. And it is absolute fantastic fun to drive. I absolutely love it. Ooh, the ride, just letting it down there, it's just too firm, I think. However, it is a great little car. It's a fantastic pocket rocket. And I just can't believe I'm driving it. I've waited to drive this for so long. How long have I had it now? 2 months? 2 months, the car's been rebuilt, and we are out here. I've just cleaned it and it's just started raining. That is typical, really. So I mentioned that the car is actually quicker than I anticipated. It is of course a 1.6 turbo that has 180 brake horsepower. But honestly, it feels quicker than that. I'm pretty sure this is a standard car. It hasn't been tuned or anything in the past. I am just quite surprised at how nippy and quick it is, how easily you can overtake people and bits like that. Today, as I mentioned in the intro, we are off to Caffeine and Machine. That is where we're off to now. So I cannot wait to get there. I am also meeting up with Luke from Hampshire Photography. He's doing his own kind of Golf R meet there today. So there will be around 30, 40 Golf Rs attending Caffeine and Machine today. I'm also meeting up with a couple of the lads from the road trip, so it'll be very good to see them again. Can't wait to show them the ST. And a couple of parts came from those guys. So the mirror caps came from Jack, and the two front tyres came from Johnny. Johnny drives the blue BMW M2 and Jack was his passenger during the trip. So it'll be good to catch up with all of them. I'm going to stop waffling and I will see you guys at Caffeine and Machine. So just arrived then at Caffeine and Machine in the ST for the first time. The car drove incredibly well and the roads around here are just so much fun all around where Caffeine and Machine is located. Fortunately I was stuck behind some Sunday drivers, but apart from that, the car is here, it's working perfectly fine. It's like a brand new car. Unfortunately, if the footage from the B-roll on the way here was a bit bumpy, then that is due to the ride of the ST. It is rather firm. Kind of took me by surprise really. I didn't expect it to be that rock hard. And if you watch my Euro trip content, you will of course recognise this M2, which belongs to Johnny, and it has no idea what that was. But it has this crazy, rather large front carbon splitter, which provided a few nail-biting moments when we were driving around Monaco and arriving at our villa, as the driveway was rather steep. But it's very good to see that again. It's very good to meet up with the lads from the road trip. Over there is, I don't know if I'm pointing at it, where is it? Over there somewhere is Tom Stoner's Yaris, which he loves very much. And yeah, I think I will walk around and show you the variety of cars that are here on this rather busy Sunday.
Love should be easy, why should it not? When all you want is to be loved, is to be loved. But love ain't easy, you taught me that. I let you in, now you want out, now you want out. I don't understand why you hurt me, I don't understand why you wanna let me down, can't understand. Was it all worth it? You play me good just for a rush, just for a rush. So now I wrote a song about us, with tears running down my face.
So the great thing about this place is just the variety of cars you get. I know this is a first drive video of the ST, but I have been rather distracted. And how could I not be when I come here? So here we have a beautiful Lotus Exige finished in like a Miami blue. So obviously I'm a big fan of that given my last two wrap choices. Then part next to it an M4. Over there a rather stunning E-Type. And we've just got lots of variety of cars. The good thing about this place is it doesn't matter what you drive, everyone will talk to everyone. Very nice Gallardo Spider here. Don't really see too much of those around anymore, so that is very, very nice to see. And over here, a very nice and rare Z3M. Yeah, Z3M, what am I on about? Which just looks incredible. The owner of this, John, has done some rather nice mods, so these kind of mirrors, the bucket seats with the harnesses there, and a kind of aftermarket steering wheel there. These are very rare and I really like the look of these. They are quite well known as being a clown shoe by the shape of them, but that is just so cool to see, and very nice wheels as well. And this is just such an incredible place. If you haven't been to Caffeine and Machine before, then definitely come down, because the absolute variety they have here, like just some very loud bikes pulling in. The variety of cars here is incredible, and down there, I'll touch on in a minute, is probably my favourite car here. It is TG's former Lamborghini Aventador SV, which I am just a massive fan of. I think that's the best car here, in my opinion. But yeah, come down to Caffeine and Machine if you haven't already. They do some great food, beer, drinks, hot drinks. You get a free drink when you come in after you pay the kind of £5 thing. But yes, let's carry on looking around, see what there is. Actually looks like I should have parked over here with the Fords, as I am now a Ford owner. So I think, you know, I think they'd accept me. But my personal favourite car is this. I think if I won the lottery, the first car I would buy is an Aventador SV. That is just stunning. Of course, formerly owned by TG, now owned by Phil Dixon. I'll come and show you the number plate. The number plate is very, very good. Let's have a look. Look at that. This to me is just my absolute, probably my all-time favourite car. I think definitely if I won the lottery I'd buy either an SV or an SVJ. Personally I think I prefer the SVJ, but this is just unreal. Absolutely love it so much. So I just wanted to show you around this as well. Is there a bit of a theme here? Can you tell I am a Lamborghini guy? Nice Aston going past. This is a very, very nice example. It's a Huracan Performante finished in Lamborghini Viola purple, which is quite a historic colour for Lamborghini. It was, of course, painted on the Diablo back in the day. It's another loud car. So yeah, it was, of course, painted on the Diablo back in the day, and to see it on a brand new Huracan Performante is just incredible. The spec is absolutely beautiful. So yeah, this and the SV I filmed earlier is definitely my highlight of today's trip down to Caffeine and Machine. Just looks so beautiful, and of course we've got the Italian flag there on the side as well. Absolute stunning spec. So that is where I'm going to end today's video, guys. It has been an incredible first drive of the ST, and I am so pleased that it's on the road. And I've kind of merged the first drive video with a kind of insight to Caffeine and Machine. So if you haven't been here already, then do make sure you pop down. But that is it from me, guys. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure you hit the subscribe button so you do not miss out on any of the upcoming content with this car. And of course I have the Mini as well. Thank you very much for watching.